My name is John with Origin Protocol, and we are building a blockchain platform for developers and businesses to build decentralized marketplaces on top of Ethereum and IPFS. So there are four main reasons that we want to enable businesses and developers to build decentralized marketplaces. The first is to lower fees. When you are able to cut out the middleman from these marketplaces and make them truly peer-to-peer, the fees that typically can get as high as 20, 30, or even 40% or higher are removed with that middleman, and this puts money back into the pockets of the buyers and the sellers. The second reason that we are doing this is to distribute value more fairly throughout the network. So if you think about the first Uber driver or the first host on Airbnb, they are likely still doing that today, still driving for Airbnb or still driving for Uber or hosting for Airbnb. Meanwhile, the founders of these companies, the investors of these companies, have made millions and sometimes billions of dollars. So we want to redistribute value more fairly throughout the network and allow the early participants to participate in the growth of the network. The third reason is to promote free and open commerce. So services like these are banned or heavily regulated in many, many cities throughout the world. And we are excited about enabling the participants of these networks to participate in these networks and allow for these sharing economies to flourish, even in countries or cities where they are banned or not allowed. And the last reason is to serve the unbanked. There are billions of people throughout the world that do not have access to credit cards or to bank accounts that are required to participate in most of these economies. And we think that with cheap Android phones that have cryptocurrency wallets, that many of these unbanked will actually be able to leapfrog these traditional financial systems, and the first marketplaces that they participate in will actually be powered by cryptocurrencies. So how are we doing all of this? We are building first a protocol of Ethereum smart contracts to represent things like listings and identity on the blockchain, the fractional usage of assets. And on top of these protocols, we are building a JavaScript library. Not many developers today know Solidity, which is the programming language for Ethereum smart contracts, and not many of them know how to create safe and secure smart contracts. But many and most developers know JavaScript, so we want to give access to these developers to be able to create these marketplaces, even if they don't know how to write these smart contracts. On top of this JavaScript library, we are also building our own application. So today, if you visit dap.originprotocol.com, you will see a simple buy and sell marketplace with an identity layer and with a simple reputation and escrow system. But we envision this maturing in the future to allow for many, many different types of marketplaces across many different verticals, not just home sharing or car sharing, but education, freelancers, and anything that developers are interested in building.